Welcome students. Now we will discuss the 22nd July session 2 chemistry paper. Let us start the which is more dissolved, like oxygen is dissolved in with solvent more. Boiling water at 4 degrees centigrade, water at 80 degrees and polluted water. We know it's a Henry's law based. The dissolution of a gas in a solvent increases with the decrease in temperature because the process is exothermic. So temperature has to be low. So that is our answer is now B. Next. If the concentration of glucose in blood is 0.72 gram per liter, molarity of glucose is. It's a direct formula based question. It is very easy for us to do it. That is molarity we know as weight by molecular weight into, let us say it is given in liter anyhow, it is 1 by volume in liters. So it is nothing but directly 0.72 by molecular weight of glucose is 180 into 1 by 1, which is we get 0.004 calculations directly. So it is given as numerical based. It is given as the answer, you should answer as the value of molarity is x into 10 to the power of minus 3. What is the value of x? So now x value is 4. A simple problem just based on the fundamental formulas. Clear? Match the following, that chloroprene, what is chloroprene, isoprene, caprolactam, and all this. So it is just if you see the chloroprene, so that is one. So chloroprene is now related to this. Isoprene is nothing but this here, which will be used in the polymerization process. You will see all this. Caprolactam, cyclic, acryl nitrile, vinyl cyanide. Clear? So it's a direct again the formulas. What are the formulas? If you just identify, it will be done. Next. The number of acyclic structural isomers of pentene are. Acyclic means we should not write the rings. We should write open chain compounds. How many you can write? The better way to write it only with C. The first one you write C. All are in the straight chain. Write the double bond. Now change the double bond positions. Only he is asking the structure. So we need not consider when geometrical is there. So second is just changing the double bond position. Then changing the double bond position will not result the new one. So it is only just changing the carbon parent chain. Writing the C here or here is one and same, because both these carbons will be like identical carbons now for us. Now writing the double bond at different positions. So double bond here, then fourth one double bond changing in the chain itself. So you write here. Next you can write here. But if you write double bond here or here, it will be one and same. So it is the fifth one is just you write the double bond at the starting point. So these are the total 5 structural isomers which will exist for pentene with molecular formula C5. Benzene diazonium chloride reacts with H3PO2, that is hypophosphorus acid. That is the direct, it's a benzene preparation. Diazonium chloride, when treated with H3PO2, the diazonium will be replaced with hydrogen. So we will see the formation of benzene. It's a direct, again, simple preparation of benzene. Okay, so let us see the next one. The most reducing agent in the group 15 hydrides are given of group 15. So pH3, all this. So as you move down in the hydrides, the reducing power will increase because the element and the hydrogen bond strength will be decreasing. Therefore, the reducing power will increase. So it's the last hydride, that is the bismuth hydride, which is most are the strongest reducing agent among all this. Let us see the next. Which of the following statement is true regarding the diborane? Because all these are related to diborane actually. So diborane is obtained by sodium borohydride reducing boron halides with clear. That is, it's a planar molecule? No, because BH2, BH2 exist and both hydrogens are there above and below that plane, BH2 plane. So we have a bridged bonds. So it is sp3 hybridized we say. It contains one 3-centered 2-electron bond. Clear? So it is there. So that now 3-centered 2-electron bonds are there. So the diborane is obtained by, which is not true. This is not true because there are two. It's not a planar molecule. So which is true? Which is directly the diborane can be prepared from sodium borohydride. Next. Silver nitrate is added to Ki solution, which sol is formed. So you are taking the silver nitrate, Ki solution, then we are adding the silver nitrate to it. So immediately you will see the formation of silver iodide, formation of silver iodide. But we are adding the silver nitrate, then AgI which is formed, on that there is a Ag plus adsorption. Because we are adding little bit of excess AgI, silver nitrate, then AgI precipitate will absorb the Ag plus the common ion, then it will convert it into the salts particle, that is it forms the positively charged particle. Means we are not adding slowly. If you are adding slowly, there is a difference that you have to see in the NCERT, it is clearly given. So you have taken a Ki solution and adding AgNO3 slowly. Then what happens? Already AgI is forming, then iodide is there already in the solution, then it will absorb that iodide only. But it is not based on that. Anyhow, the options are also not there for us. So it is not Ki and all that. Anyhow, it's a direct. Yeah. Then number of electrons in p orbital of vanadium. So we have scandium, titanium, vanadium. So vanadium configuration is argon 4s2 3d3. So atomic number is 3. So already you see simply it's argon configuration which has 2p6 and 3p6. So total there will be 12 electrons of p. Clear? Can just to basic nomenclature from 1 to 30 elements we already anyhow remember. From that it is there. Then the thymine and pyridoxine is found in which vitamin? So it is already NCERT. In biomolecules we have vitamins, their main sources where we are seeing the deficiency of the vitamin. That table is there. In that it is directly given. Thymine is nothing but B1 vitamin and B6 is pyridoxine. So it is directly theory question now again. It is B1 and B6. Which has the lowest point, freezing point, when 0.06 of M molar concentration or molar concentrations are taken. Because in a dilute solution, we generally treat the molarity and molalities as same. Now, glucose, Ki, aluminum sulfate, and all of this. Glucose, where it don't dissociates, its Vanta factor is equal to 1. So, for a compound which dissociates generally, now in this case, Ki is there and aluminum sulfate is there. So for the delta T F, that is Kf into molality into I. So the effective concentration suppose is low, then you say that there is a decrease in freezing point. So where you see water, mostly aqueous solution, it is 0 degree centigrade. From 0 it will go back. When it will go more, delta TF we will see. Where molality into I is higher. Means effective concentration is higher. So for this I value is now 2. Assuming when alpha is not given, we assume that alpha is equal to 1. And for this I is equal to, this is 2 and 3, 5. So effective concentration for, because all are having the similar concentration, that is glucose, Ki and aluminum sulfate. So that it is 0.06 into effectively, that is I value is more, then effective concentration will be more. That is aluminum sulfate now. Then the particle which emits lowest energy, lower energy, beta particles having half-life lesser than 12 years. If you just see the compounds here, options here, protium, deuterium, tritium, and deuterium and tritium. We know the isotopes of hydrogen, if you see all these, deuterium, protium or tritium, we say tritium is only radioactive among all this. So it is when emitting the beta particle or alpha rays or gamma rays, whatever it is, it's only tritium has to do. It's a radioactive, that's it. So it is direct question again. Because we know among the isotopes, tritium is the only radioactive. Find the number of unpaired electrons in these two. Maybe it's a numerical based, some addition may be there. So cobalt, ammonia. So here the cobalt is plus 2 because this is Cl2. Here cobalt is, let us say that is plus 3. So cobalt with ammonia generally behaves like a stronger ligand. That is, anyhow it is D7 configuration. This will have D6 configuration. So when cobalt, this is acting as a stronger ligand, then you will have here 0 unpaired electrons. So in this case, we have cobalt with this is, we are having now D7 configuration. So when you take the D7 configuration, element is having 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, then 1. So there will be 1 unpaired electron here. So total may be asked in this question. So that is 1. Compound C6H6O gives violet color with FeCl3, reacts with chloroform in base medium, forms a B. Maybe the options are there, but it's not, students could not give the proper options here. Might be. What is that compound A maybe, or a compound B that are asked? A and B, what are this? We know that is violet color with FeCl3. It's the test of phenol mainly. And chloroform, that is you'll get a Reimer timer reaction. So A is nothing but directly now for us phenol. Then B is nothing but orthohydroxy benzaldehyde, salicylaldehyde. The simple direct again. Direct reaction based question. Diazonium salt gives benzene as a major product with reagent A and gives ethyl benzene with compound X. So might be again options are there A and B. So this is already just like a repeated question. Maybe confusion might be there in the student while reporting this. So the diazonium salt giving benzene with a reagent, that is nothing but major product with a reagent, that is A, That AI is nothing but H3PO2. Already we have seen in the previous fifth question of that. Then ethyl benzene is formed with compound X. That is, A gives ethyl benzene, that is benzene. Maybe A is giving ethyl benzene. So that ALC, this is nothing but your alkyl halide. That is Friedel-Crafts alkylation. So it is nothing but X has to be now. A has to be this. Then X is nothing but C2H5, some halide. You can write chloride, bromide, or anything. Then for N2O4, that is in equilibrium, with 2NO2, Kp value is given. Find the Kc value. So what is Kp given is Kp is there. So Kp is equal to Kc into RT to the power of delta N. But for this reaction, delta N is nothing but, now both are gaseous components. So delta N is nothing but 2 minus 1, that is 1. So Kp, that is 47.6, is equal to Kc into the R value is 0.0821 into, maybe Kp is also in atmosphere units, 298 to the power of 1. So Kc, we are getting approximately, might be the value what you get, calculations, that's it. Okay, little bit. So it is somewhere 3 times, so 0.0821. So it is somewhere 8.324. So you'll get around approximately 2, because 0.0821 into around 300, if you say 8.21 into 3, that is 24.62. So you are dividing this 47.6 by 24, you'll get approximately around 2. So your nearest integer will be, you are reporting that. Maybe question is also given in numerical based. Then identify the sequence of hybridization. See, in each and every shift we got a hybridization question. So fundamental chemical bonding questions are coming. NH4 plus, NO2 plus, SF4 and IF5. So NH4 plus is sp3, NO2 plus is sp, SF4 is, sulfur has totally 6, 4, so it is 2 plus 4, that is sp3d. Then IF5 7, 5, so 1 lone pair here, 5 bond pairs here. Here also 1 lone pair, 4 bond pairs. Here totally we have only bonded pairs here, no lone pair also. Here, so here we have 4 bond pairs. Here bond pairs are 2. So this will be now sp total 6, sp3 d2 hybridized. So direct question again. So sp3, sp3d and sp3d2. Clear, students? Identify the incorrect statement regarding the Mendeleev. He wrote a book like Principles of Chemistry, which is not correct, and it's based directly. Mendeleev periodic table we need. So without knowing the electronic configuration he has given, so without knowing the structure of the atoms, before that we have the properties of the elements are nothing but the properties like chemical atomic matter, atomic mass. So in Mendeleev periodic table, the question is now, okay, next. Identify the correct set which is paramagnetic and colored. So whenever it is paramagnetic, then they generally will be colored because of unpaired electrons. So which have unpaired electrons here. So if you see the ions which are given here, copper plus 2 has a D9 configuration, there will be one unpaired electron. Scandium plus, it is 4s1 configuration, if you see 4s1 3d1, because it is 4s2 21, 4s2 3d1. Now chromium, it is plus 3, so it is 4s0. Anyhow, otherwise you can need not write that. Generally we will say 4s1 3d5, now plus 3 4s1 in this d3. So all these are having the d orbital with 1 electron. So this will be our correct option, but you can see the other. It is d10 configuration, it is d0 configuration, or it is argon configuration directly. It is nothing but cobalt will have no, oh, no, okay, because cobalt is now 4s1 3d7. It will have, but others will not have. In manganese also it is nothing but again argon configuration only. Chromium plus 3 is already there, okay, but Hg2 plus copper silver, that complex, so it will have a D9 configuration again. Clear? But manganese does not have unpaired electrons here. Clear? So it's not paramagnetic. Manganese plus 7 is colored maybe paramagnetic, but not paramagnetic. Find the sum of magnetic moments, that is spin only moments, of cobalt plus, Zn2 plus, and vanadium plus 5. So cobalt plus is already just now we have seen like that. Cobalt plus is having 4s1 3d7. So the number of unpaired electrons will be, if you just count here, this 4s electron you can take here and it is d8 type. So it will have now 2 unpaired electrons. So zinc plus 2 is 0, 3d10. Vanadium plus 5 is also having argon configuration. So the number of unpaired electrons in these two, 0 unpaired electrons. Clear? So it is somewhere only 2. So it is of root 3, somewhere 1.73, maybe it is rounded to 2. Some nearest integer. Then match column 1 and column 2. Lithium, sodium, calcium, barium. The column 2 is having the soluble in organic compound, outer electronic configuration is just 2. Oxalate is insoluble or not soluble in aqueous solution and forms monobasic, strong monobasic compound. So if you just see the relations, with this you can just simply start. Outer electronic configuration is 6s2, that is for barium. Clear? So D has to be 2. So these two A, R, C options for us. But A, that is oxalate, lithium oxalate, you can't say like simple. Calcium oxalate is insoluble. Lithium generally soluble in organic compound because it is generally covalent more. Sodium forms a monobasic, strong monobasic acid. Okay, sodium hydroxide and all. So it is lithium 1. So first option for us. 10 grams of benzene on methylation gave 9.2 grams of toluene. Then the percentage of yield is. So if you take benzene, we convert this into toluene, methyl benzene, with some CH3X in AlCl3, anhydrous AlCl3, Friedel-Crafts reaction. That is 1 mole of this will convert into 1 mole of this. So 78 grams of this has to give 92 grams of this, because molecular weight of benzene is 78, molecular weight of toluene is 92. So it is 78 grams will should give 92 grams. Now, how much of this is giving? 10 grams is giving that. But assuming that 10 grams is completely benzene, 9.2 grams only we are getting. Means how much of benzene has to converted? 7.8 grams of benzene is only reacted out of 10 grams. So what is percentage? That is 7.8 by 78 into 100. You can do other way also. 10 grams of that should give how much? So 78 grams is giving 92. 10 grams should give how much? Then we are getting 10 into 92 by 178 we should get exactly. But how much we are getting? 9.2 only we are getting. Then that is 9.2 by the expected is 10 into 92 by 78. So now also if you do the same thing, you will get percent. Clear? So the both is nothing but just 10%. Clear? Simple things. Next. So this is the last thing what we had here. So the collected from the memory based. So we'll see the next session. We'll see the further paper discussions. Okay, students.